we're going to wrestle with what's the right way to help somebody. And you are in a long enough timetable, especially if it's somebody that you love, like if it's a brother or a sister or a good friend or a parent, and they're struggling with whatever, and you're trying to help them, you're probably going to go a little farther than you would a coworker.
Absolutely.
And you're going to carry some of their burden, and it's going to be a tough thing to do.
Especially if you are looking at through the lens of eternity.
Right.
Because we know that on this side of life, the decision they make will decide what happens to them in eternity.
That's it.
And I don't want to be separated from my family, my friends,
of course,
for eternity.
Not. So we can be in the struggle of that. We're not saying, and it's going to happen. We're going to try to point out here now some ways you can go about armoring up so you can be the most useful without, getting fully sucked into their nepotism and just feeling hopeless.
Well, that's the warning that we gave people when we read the proverb as well, though, is that you need to be wise in that you don't get sucked into what they're going through and then carry their burdens and then take it home to where I can't be present and available for my family at home. And so that's the wisdom we want people to pull away from this, is that there can come a point where helping doesn't help any longer. And sometimes you have to remove yourself from that person so that we see this actually in the Bible when we look at church discipline. If somebody is in sin, it says bring them before another man. If they will not repent, bring them before a group of men. If they still not repent, bring them before the church. And when it talks about bringing before the church, it's not the church body. It's bringing before the leadership of the church so they can give counsel and wisdom. At the end of that, if they still don't change their ways, the Bible actually says turn them over to Satan for the destruction of their life so that they can see the necessity of Jesus.
Right.
I have actually personally seen it with our church. We've only had 2 cases where we actually had to tell somebody they can't come to church any longer. One of them completely changed their life afterwards. It was effective. One of them walked away. So sometimes we have to look at what the Bible tells us how to handle those situations. When it says turn them over to Satan for the destruction of their life, it's not that we want bad things to happen on them. It's I want them to be able to see for what they're doing so that they can give their life back to Christ for eternal sake.
Right.
That's very hard to do, especially with somebody that's close to you, like where you've helped and helped and helped, and you're looking at their life going, they're not making any changes here. Like the help I'm giving them is no longer helping them. And so because of that, I'm going to remove myself from them and let them feel the full weight. They need to hit what we call rock bottom. Sometimes people just need to hit rock bottom.